Hi, I'm Irving, and I'm an Adamaniac. Batman and Robin are trapped in a huge spider web, and two gigantic mutant Black Widow spiders are about to make them lunge.
Batman, he's almost on me.
He is a she, Robin. Only the female of the species is venomous. And mine is almost upon me also.
He is a she, Robin. Get it right, kid! I'm busy panicking over here, and I don't have time to keep correcting you!
I freed my right hand.
Great. Brush the spider off so you can go to work on the rest of you.
Now if I can just reach the mini charge in my utility belt. I've got it. Brace yourself for a shock of 5,000 volts. Robin will be stunned for a split second. But the cobweb will act as a conductor. And the spiders will be electrocuted.
Hurry, Batman. She's ready to bite me.
Quit talking and push the button.
Now.
Now to see about Black Widow.
What was that exit line of hers? Something about my lieutenants and I are going to tunnel into my vault.
The mini charge is one use only, because to work right it has to destroy itself. That's why Batman keeps an extra pouch on his belt under it, so when it vanishes it won't throw off the belt's delicate balance.
Two for you.
I wouldn't grow too attached to all that if I were you, Black Widow.
For heaven's sake, look who's here.
And again, instead of going over there and cuffing everybody, they're going to stand there and talk until she figures a way out of this.
And how handsome you are, Bat doll.
Watch out for a trick, Batman.
Don't worry, Robin. She won't catch us off guard this time.
Just keep telling yourself that. She digs into her purse.
You needn't try to short-circuit our brains, Black Widow. We're still wearing our anti-short-circuit bat brain electrodes.
Batman, I've lost one of my electrodes.
Bad luck, old chum, but perhaps I can pull off a bluff.
Louder! She didn't hear all the words. His bluff doesn't work.
Marvelous. Because I've reversed the polarity on my brainwave. Short-circuiter. Just an added little precaution. And with the electrodes on, you've had it.
Now Robin is the one unaffected because he lost one of his electrodes, and Batman is under her spell. Her men knock Robin unconscious and tie him up. Black Widow sits down with Batman and says, "I've run out of banks to rob. Can you use your wonderful bat computer to find me one that I haven't hit yet?" Batman pulls out his remote control for the bat computer and asks it the question.
My word. Wherever he is, Batman must be operating his remote control bat computer oscillator.
Here we are. The just opened Heritage First National Bank.
Just opened is part of its official name. We know because everybody who refers to that bank will call it the Just Opened Heritage First National Bank.
Wait a minute. It's sending a further message.
What is it, darling?
Here.
If seen with Black Widow, Batman's life in great danger.
She says, "I'm not going to risk your life." Batman says, "Let's take the chance." Black Widow says no. She tells one of her men to go get the old man dummy from the porch. Batman just happens to have a spare bat suit nearby. Put the two together and you get...
Lovely, lovely. Now, Tarantula, I want you to bring my makeup kit, and I want you to make Grandpa to look exactly like Batman, and I will make myself up look exactly like Robin.
Sadly for Black Widow, that project required so much makeup that she spent all her loot on it, and as a result, her motorcycle ran out of gas halfway to the bank. She hopped in the Batmobile, but Batman just automatically drove to police headquarters because that's where his brain goes when it's short-circuited. The police arrested Black Widow and put Batman in Arkham Asylum in a special ward for the chronically dippy. In his office, Commissioner Gordon gets a call.
This is Irving at the just opened Heritage First National Bank.
Told you. And Irving, his parents were not having a very creative day.
I just had a call from Batman. He wants me to take $40,000 in a brown paper bag to the front of the bank at exactly 11:43 this morning.
Gordon says, "It must be a trap for the Black Widow, so do whatever Batman tells you to do, including letting $40,000 in real cash walk out the door."
Are you sure you're going to be able to drive the Batmobile from the passenger side?
Perfect. quickly to Ranchville. What time is it, doll?
Exactly 11:37.
Got to run, sweetheart. Keep an eye on the dynamic duo while my Batman and Robin do their stuff.
It took me 27 tries to get this lip syncing right. Doll.
Robin did what, Mr. Irving? Oh, thank you for calling, sir. Yes, we'll get out a bulletin right away. The just opened Heritage First National Bank has just been robbed by Batman and Robin.
I don't know why he's so surprised. A plan like that is goofy even for Batman.
Chief O'Hara, I want an APB to all units for the arrest of Batman. Hopefully alive, but we'll take him the other way if we have to.
This isn't the first time he's issued an arrest order for Batman, and every time he assumes they'll have to kill him. In fact, one time they did, with machine guns no less. I think it's time for the FBI to start investigating the Gotham City Police for use of excessive force.
I hate to do it, Cape Crusader, but I have to take you in. You're on the wanted list. My gun's pointed at you, Cape Crusader. Don't make me use it.
Case in point. He's prepared to shoot Batman in the head in cold blood if he doesn't respond. But it doesn't seem odd to him that he has to tell the driver of the car that he has a gun pointed at him. Black Widow in her Robin getup taunts the cop a little bit more, then makes the car drive off.
Couldn't have missed at such close range. I've killed Batman!
And yet he's still driving the car. There's no stopping Batman even when he's dead. Back in the Widow's web, Robin has managed to untie himself. He's never seen it before and has no idea how it works, but he knows how to reverse the polarity. Now to use it on Batman. To distract him, he asks Batman to sing.
I'm called Little Buttercup. Dear Little Buttercup. Though I could never tell why.
A little louder.
No way I could deprive you of this.
But still I'm called Buttercup. Poor little Buttercup. Sweet little Buttercup.
Robin,
Buttercup!
How will we be breaking the news to the people?
we'll tell him the truth. Batman was shot and killed when he and Robin...
They don't have a body. They don't have any blood. The supposed dead guy drove away from the scene, presumably under his own power. They have no verification at all. The finest police force in the land. Gordon decides to try calling Robin to see if he'll turn himself in.
I'm sorry, sir. Batman is not here.
I know that. We've lost the Cape Crusader.
Lost?
One of our officers was forced to shoot Batman this afternoon. And the Boy Wonder has become one of Gotham City's 10 most wanted men. Boys.
Alfred says, I think you've made a mistake, and here's why.
Earlier today, Batman activated the Batcomputer via his remote control Batcomputer oscillator.
He was asking something about repairing holes in his cowl, I believe.
I took the liberty of getting some information from the Batcomputer myself. Batman activated the computer from 411 Lava Drive.
It couldn't be anything else but Larva Drive. It just isn't done among polite folk. Black Widow and her men return to the den where Batman reveals that he's no longer under her spell. Fight time!
Now, what did I do with that silly short-circuiting device?
You mean, what did I do with it, you obsessed woman?
Did he do something with all the other stuff she keeps in there, like the paralyzing spray? The fight wraps up and it's time to put an end to Black Widow's crime spree. The police come in and she's only too happy to explain all the robberies she did and go along to jail with that adorable Chief O'Hara.
Sweetheart, I cannot tell you how much you remind me of my dear departed Max.
He always looked confused, too. In the epilogue, Batman is doing Black Widow's hair. And not just her, but the whole gang's. They're all under the hairdryer right now.
Ah, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And only Batman knows for sure.
With all the crime that you and Robin should be out fighting, how do you find time to come here and fix Black Widow's coiffure?
Those aren't hair dryers, Chief O'Hara. They're Batwave brain analyzers, which Robin and I have slightly rewired.
You mean you're not really fixing their hair?
Right. What we're doing is decriminalizing them. It may take months of treatment, but we feel it's worth a try.
If you have a machine that can do that, why aren't you using it on the Joker and the Riddler and Catwoman? Use it on her and the two of you could finally... Part 2 didn't change my opinion of Black Widow. She's boring. She doesn't do much of anything but sit around and talk. And Batman stands around and talks back. So not only is she boring, she makes him boring. She dressed up as Robin and made him boring. The most interesting character in the whole thing was the cop who thought he killed Batman. And he's an idiot. Next week, the Joker returns. And not a moment too soon. I'm Irving, and I'm an Adamaniac.